Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Miftahul Akhyar, and here I want to discuss about the functional values of German cultures. Before we going to discuss, I have to let you to know the definition of functional. In here, the functionality is the characteristic of being able to complete a required task or fulfill an obligation before or at previously designated time. And the functionality is synonym from on time. And why I choose this topic? This topic is so important and interesting when we talk as the Indonesian person, okay? Because the functionality is so oftenly we cannot to find in Indonesian culture or Indonesian characteristic person. It's so seldom what we can to find to other persons. And then this topic is so important if we want to adapt their culture or their values. In other side, if we know about our daily life, the streetness life so low, we can to imitate about the other culture, and we do not need try to imitate them. And then to elaborate this discussion, and I want to present about how the designs of the functionality in German culture and why they can't to do it. So you have to wait in this channel and they discuss about the cause why the functional German person is active. Maybe we have to look about from the quote over there. I have to pull the quote. The quote like this: punctuality is the politeness of kings, and they have the several public figure, and maybe it's so they approach to mention to in front of public. That is Immanuel Kant. Look in the several story Immanuel Kant is the philosophers from the Germans, okay, the Germans generally. Look how the Immanuel Kant manage his time, manage his day. Immanuel Kant elegantly got up at 5 a.m. every morning, worked from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. After that, took a walk until 3:30 p.m. Kant is the poster boy the German functionality. That the cause why functionality German is active. We have to look the character punctual over there, stereotype person there, so that I have to pull from several statements in the orders of figures in front of public that like this. What I take the conclusion of him from Tata Steel is the building IT teams in India for agencies in German, so that the generally Sasa from India's person that he lived in German. And he said like this, that I have to take from his argument, there are three aspects why the Germans follows like this. The first is, in German, the system of life is high cost. When we compare Germans to other large economies in Europe like France, Britain, Spain, Italy, and others, we will find that everything is comparatively more expensive. This has implications on how productive a society has to be, because if the product and service are more expensive, then the quality has to be better too. And secondly, everyone's time is valuable. That's the value of the stereotype every person's German. So, due to the first point was, the time for people is more valuable than for someone from other parts of Europe or even other parts of the world. Losing even 10 minutes or coming late to a meeting could mean a loss of many hundreds or thousands of euros depending on who was involved in the meeting. So that in the value we look the value of the person, the every person here, that's the large like Germans, the range of their society look about the function is so important. And the third, German has strong unions. The society is unions, strong unions. It means that especially in large organizations, there are strong labor unions. This means that in a lot of companies, there are 14-hour or even 35-hour rules. We look when we have to compare to the other culture. We have to look the similarity to the other culture. Look, when we have the similar viewpoint on punctuality, we will find that not born to a certain region in the world. For example, in South Korea and Japan, functionality is treated in the same way as in German. Similarly, there can be seen as highly disrespectful to come late. They have the same reason to be punctual. From this argument, I look the functional, not the generally about the culture of many person origins from German culture. But from this figure, look, this condition as created by history. This history that arranged about the sound system in the country, like the need to be highly efficient due to high cost, and how the strong unions, and how the worldwide competition. So that when we look about such the argument that we have to look about the history. About the history that Germanic tribes were not orderly, nor punctual, nor meticulous. That's from Sankar ear. Sankar ear that's worked at German. German said the deeper mean what he said like this. He believed about the functionality values from Germanic tribe that it's so not really from the tribes over there from the history, no. But he said it was Romance era who bring into the system which bring order into the society. Germanic tribes took lesson and started implementing as a part of their cultural lesson. So that German imitate this culture, created the culture of the person, every person in the German to be the daily of their life. Look why the deeper meaning of their punctuality, why the functionality is so important. That is drawn from their three tenets below. Low power distance. Germans see each other as equals and want to be treated accordingly. Second, long-term orientation. Germans like to plan in advance. If you are late, then it might force us to reschedule other appointment or not be able to live up to our next commitment. Forcing someone to act against his deepest values is the surest way to lose a friend. And third, high uncertainty avoidance. Germans want to be certain. It stresses them out if we cannot rely on you. If you let us down in small things, like being punctual, we will not trust you with important issues. Have German to avoid uncertainty and you will make a good progress towards your goals. And it means that the function is so important about how we can build the trust in other person. How the function is so influenced to the person over there.